This child has been drinking milk. This child has been drinking milk. This child has been drinking. So when I say this child has been drinking, it does not only tell me about the present now. It tells me it began, I don't know when, maybe last year, I don't know. But the action continues up to now. Now, later, when we will be discussing about the present perfect and present perfect continuous, you will realize that present perfect is interested more about the completed action in the present time. But the present perfect continuous will always be interested in the activity only from the start up to now. Whether it is finished or not, that does not matter. But it is going to look at what is it that has been going on. What have you been doing? A very good manager will use present perfect. A bad manager will use present perfect continuous, because a good manager will say, what have you done today? You've been working from morning up to now. What have you done? What have you done? I want to see the results. What have you done? So you say, I have sent 10 emails. I have copied this work. I have done 10 emails. I have sent, things that are finished. But a manager will say, what have you been doing? You can say, I have been working, but there is no results. So present perfect normally looks at the results. What have you done today? But what have you been doing? You can say, I have been working, but you see, there's nothing to show. No results. I have been working, yes. What have you been doing today in the office? I have been working. But even maybe you are on email and TikTok and something like that. Because you are here, okay, you have been working, but nobody knows exactly what you've done. But when someone says, I have done, I have sent 5 emails, I have written, I have filed, I have met many, I have done, those are actions that are complete. We'll come and see that later. So the child has been drinking, has been drinking, has been drinking. But when you say the child has drunk milk, so as I'm talking, the milk is in the stomach. But the child has been drinking. Even it's possible that this child has not drunk much milk today. But you say, yes, she has been drinking. Yeah, I have been giving you money. So when someone says, I have been giving you money, nobody will really confirm how much. But when you say, I have given you money, that is really, he has it now, isn't it? I have given you the money. But when you say, I have been sending you money, even there's no money now, but you are saying, I have been calling. You say you are friends, but have you been calling her? Yes, have been calling her. When? Even you don't know. But when you say, I have called her today, yeah, you see, it's tangible. You can see. Yeah, we'll see that later. So those are the present tenses that you need to know. We'll come and do that in detail. Now, the past simple, past simple here is the past tense of the child drinks milk. Past simple tells me about, past simple and past and present perfect are the same. The only difference is present perfect looks at something completed in the present time. Now, past simple is something completed not in the present now, but in the past. That's the only difference. So you say, for example, if you say, I have eaten, it shows within the present time. But when you say, I ate lunch, it tells me it is sometimes back. Yeah, both of them is completed action, but completed in the present is present perfect. Completed in the past will be past simple. And we'll come and see what past simple is. Some people think past simple is 10 years ago, 20 years ago. Well, it is. But you know also that 2 minutes ago is also past simple. I saw him 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I saw him 5 minutes ago, past simple. So we'll come and realize that every time you tell us the time when the action is complete, that is past simple. When you say, I saw Rhoda last week. So when you put last week, that automatically becomes past simple, because the time when the action completed in the past is given. Then automatically that is what? Past simple. But for present perfect, we are only interested in the completion of the action, only completion. The time does not matter. When I say, for example, I have done my work, you see, the thing is the doing of the work. The time is not given. But when you say, I did the work in the morning, So we are interested in the time. So present perfect normally looks at the action only. Past simple looks at the time when the action really happened. I saw him last week. But when you say I have seen him, oh yeah, I've seen it. I've seen her. I have seen him. I've seen. But the time is not even given. Yes. Have you ever met your president? Yes, I have met him many times. I have met. But you see, you're not telling us the time, but you are telling us about the complete action. I have met him. But when you say I met him yesterday, I met him last week. When you say last week, that has to be past simple. So let's continue with our child. So past simple is the child. Past tense of drink is drank. Yeah, drank. The child drank milk. And remember, this is a drank. The one for present perfect is drunk, short form, drunk. You see, you is short to drunk. That one is a drank. You see, letter A is always longer. Letter U is always shorter. So just like cat and cut. So the child drank milk maybe yesterday. The child drank milk maybe in the morning. The child drank milk at 4 o'clock, maybe something like that. What about the past continuous? Now, past continuous, it is the past tense of present continuous, like now I'm teaching. But 5 hours ago, there's something I was doing. What was it? I was teaching. So I was teaching tells me about that activity that was going on at that time in the past. It's not going on now, but it was going on that time in the past. I called Zainab last week, but she did not pick my call. And Zainab said, oh, yeah. That time when you called, oh, I was cooking. I was cooking tells me that that was the thing that was going on. I saw you in the morning. I saw Amina in the morning. Oh, yeah, I was waiting for a bus. I was waiting tells me that action that was going on at that time. Of course, not now. And for your information, all present continuous will become automatically past continuous. Like now I'm teaching. If someone calls me now, I will not pick because I'm teaching. But later on, after 1 hour, I'll call that person and tell that person, sorry, oh, you called. Yeah, I was teaching. So I was teaching. I'm teaching now, but later on, I'll say I was teaching. So because it is the past tense of what? Present continuous. So I saw your child yesterday. Oh, yes. What was she doing? Oh, he was drinking milk. So the child was drinking. So the child was drinking milk. The child was drinking milk. The child was drinking milk. Yeah. When I met him, the child was drinking. That time, that was the action that was going on that time. Now, what about the past perfect? Past perfect is actually something to differentiate two past tenses. Past perfect normally tells us the differences between two things in the past. You know, you can have two things in the past that happened, but for us to differentiate which one happened first, we use the past perfect. Like, for example, today, Amina came. Amina joined the class today. But you see, Sagal also joined the class today. Yeah, Sagal joined, past tense. Amina joined, that's also past tense. So Amina joined, Sagal joined. Both are past tenses. So for me to differentiate who came first, I have to use past perfect. So that the first action that happened, I have to use had. Okay? For example, when Amina joined, Sagal had joined. Oh yeah, you had joined. Sagal came to Kenya in 2021. But you see, when she came here, Mohammed had come. Yeah, Muhammad had come. I had come actually. When you came, I had come. So I had come to say that, yes, this action happened in the past, but it was the first one. So past perfect is normally used to locate two past tenses in the past. The one that happened first or earlier is the one we're going to put what? Had. Yeah. When Amina was born in 1995, Siad Barre, of course, was not there. Yeah, he had died. Who was born in 2015? I guess Zainab. Yeah. So when Zainab was born in 2015, yeah, you were born in 2015. So you did not see Mandela, isn't it? You say, yes, I didn't see him because when I was born in 2015, Mandela had what? Mandela had died. Today in the morning, I went to visit Idil in our office at around midday. I came, you are not there. Oh, sorry. I heard you came. I had left. So when you say I had left, that means that you left early. I came later. But both of those things are past tense because I came, past tenses, you left, that's past tense. Why are you saying I had left? To show that it happened earlier. So like now in this case, when I went to look at the child was happy. I went to see her yesterday. And when I met her yesterday, the child was okay. In fact, she had what? She had drunk milk. When I came today, I found the baby happy. Yeah, I was told that he had drunk milk. That means the drinking of the milk happened earlier. I came later, but both of them happened in the past. So let's now look at, so the child had drunk. The child had drunk milk. When the husband comes and say, did you give the child the milk today? You say, no, I have not given him. Why? Because when I came, he had drunk. Or you came, it was in the past, but he had drunk, meaning the drinking of the milk happened earlier before you came. Next, past perfect continuous. I know you know now present perfect continuous. The child has been drinking milk. I can also say, I know most of you are from the same country. You can say, Famajo has been ruling. Famajo has been ruling. Famajo has been ruling. That famous country. Yes, Famajo has been ruling. Meaning, from that time in the past up to now. That is the present perfect continuous. When I say the child has been drinking, some people not really understand the child has been drinking. But when I say Famajo has been ruling, everybody understands because it started somewhere in the past. I don't know when, but I know it was in 2017, February, up to now. So it has been going on up to now. Well, Lakin, when I talk about the past perfect continuous, this one is tricky. Past perfect continuous is the past tense of present perfect continuous. There are some actions that happened in the past and continued, and stopped in the past. Again, I repeat, present perfect continuous started in the past, I don't know when, and continued up to now. But the past perfect continuous started also in the past and continued, and stopped in the past. So you now say the child had been drinking milk. The child had been drinking milk. Yeah, the child actually had been drinking milk. Before the child slept, the child slept at 2 o'clock today. But before that, the child had been what? He had been drinking. So maybe from 1 o'clock up to 2 o'clock now, slept. 2 o'clock passed. 1 o'clock past. Okay, so you'll excuse me for a minute because I have to show I have to bring another example, I have to use another example here, which I can draw. I like drawing so that people can really see that. Let me use a color that is, which color? Red color, yes. You see present perfect continuous, eh? Present perfect continuous. This is like Famajo, 2017. Okay, 2017. So it started here and continued up to now. Even Joe Biden has been ruling. Joe Biden has been ruling from 2020. Joe Biden has been ruling from 2020 up to now. Sagal also has been learning English from maybe yesterday, 2022 January up to now. So this one is called present perfect continuous because it started somewhere in the past and continued up to now. But the past perfect continuous, like I told you, is something which began long time ago, like Barack Obama. Barack Obama became president in 2008. That was past and continued until again past, another past. That was in 2016. So you can say now, of course, Donald Trump became president in 2016. But before this time, before he became president, before Trump became the president, Barack Obama had been ruling. Why am I saying had been ruling? Because from the past and continued until the past. Even Mohamud, 2010, SIMAT University. 2014, SIMAT University, finished. And then 2015, he traveled to a place called Yemen. He traveled to Yemen. So before he traveled to Yemen, Mohamud had been studying. Why had been studying? Because from 2012, continued up to 2014. So if you ask, so where were you in 2013? Oh, that time I had actually been studying that time. So he had been studying from the past, continued and stopped in the past. But present perfect is from the past and continues up to now. That's the difference. And I always tell people that if you want to remember these things, don't use things you don't understand. Present perfect continuous, this is Famajo. Past perfect continuous, this one is Seth Barry. So we can say Seth Barry. S. Barry. Had been ruling. Yeah, had been ruling. Seth Barry had been ruling. Yeah, he had been ruling. He had been ruling some. Okay, from 1969 to 1991. Yeah, you see, 1969 is past. 1991 also past. Yeah, so past, and it continued until the past. So he had been ruling. Yeah, before he died, he had been ruling actually for 20 years. Yeah, before he died, he had been ruling. Even Obama, before Obama retired, he had been ruling for 8 years. What about your friend Donald Trump? He had actually been ruling also for 4 years. He had been ruling from 2016 past up to 2020 past. Yeah, so that is what we're talking about. Future simple.
Continue at 20.
Don't worry, we are here.
Okay, good. So let's now go to the future now. Now, future, future is not now. And people say future is 2050. True. Future is next week. That is okay. Future is next year. That is okay. Also, future is 1 minute from now. Yeah, true. So future simple, simple because it's not simple, but because the verb is simple. Anything that is simple, simple is not because it is simple. No, it is the verb is in simple form. So you'll say the child will drink milk. The child will drink milk. Yeah, maybe when they wakes up, yeah, the child will drink milk. The child will drink milk. And the whole day tomorrow, the child will be doing something, isn't it? Future continuous will tell us something that will be going on. Something that will be going on. So you say the child will be drinking milk. Yeah, the child will be drinking milk. I know Shamzo is going to work tomorrow. Yes. So can I call you tomorrow in the afternoon? Shamzo says no. That time I will be working. Is she working now? No. But that time in the future could be tomorrow. There's something that will be going on at that time. Can I come to office at 6? No. At that time I will be working. So the idea of will be doing is an action that will be in progress in the future. It has not started yet, but at that time in the future, that will be going on. I know Sagal is going to Italy tomorrow from 8 o'clock, and the journey is 7 hours. So she tells you, please don't call me at 12. Why? At that time, I'll be flying. At that time, I will be traveling. So that shows that that is the activity that will be in action. Yeah. Hey, don't call me tomorrow at 6:30 because at that time I will be teaching. So don't come and visit me tomorrow at 6. Yeah, I will be teaching at that time. So unless you wait for me. Yeah. Yeah, so that is the future continuous. Future perfect, on the other hand, tells me about a given time in the future, maybe like tomorrow, or even today, maybe like 8 o'clock. Anything that gets finished before that time in the future is called future perfect. Like at 7:10, will this class be there? No. Why? We will have finished. Zainab, can I visit you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning? Zainab says, no, don't come because I will be working at that time. Can I come at 10? No. Why? I will be working. Can I come at 12? Zainab says, no, I will be working. And then she says, come at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock is a time in the future. So I come at 4? She says, yes. Why? Because at that time, Aniga, I will have finished. So it means she has not finished that thing, but at that time in the future, a given action will be complete before that time. Idil, can I call you today at midnight? Idil says, no, 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 no. Why? Because at that time, I will have slept. So you see the action of sleeping will happen before a given time in the future. So can I give the child milk at midnight? And the mother, or you will laugh at you and say, no, 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 no. At midnight, the child will not be there. Yeah. So you say the child will have already drunk the milk. You will not even, if you come late, you will not find the baby. The baby will be in bed. So the child will have drunk milk. Yes. You know, this child drinks milk at 9 o'clock at night. So if you come at 10, you will not give him the milk because when you come, the child will have drunk. Shamzo is going somewhere at 8 o'clock. Very important place, 8 o'clock tomorrow in the morning. So if you go at 7:30 to a house, you'll meet her. If you go at 7:40, you'll also meet her. But if you go there at 8:30, will you meet her? No. Why? Because she will have left. Yeah, she will have gone. I will have gone. Even she will warn you. She will tell you, make sure you come by 6. Come to my house before 8 o'clock. If you come at 8, you'll not meet me because I'll have gone. I will have gone. If you want to call Sagal, call her now before 8 o'clock. If you try calling her at 8:30, 9 o'clock, you'll not get her. Why? Because she will have switched off her phone. She will have slept. And if you want to eat very nice dinner, you go to Shamso's house. And you go at 6 or 7 in the evening. If you go there at 8 o'clock, you'll not find any food. Why? Because they will have finished. They will have finished eating. So the child will have drunk milk. Now, finally, now I know future perfect continuous. Future perfect continuous is normally done in the advanced class. But you see in the street, nobody will tell you, speak to me the English of advanced. Speak to me the English of beginner. There's nothing like that. Okay? Future perfect continuous is a combination of what you have already done plus what you will do. Now, inshallah, 2029, if I will still be teaching, I started teaching in 1999. Many people in this class were young. Yeah, 1999. So I have been teaching for 23 years. Yeah, this April, I will now. So when I give like this, when I give an example of my board again, you see, 1999 was when I started teaching. Up to now, 2022. So from the past up to now is present perfect continuous. I have been teaching for 23 years now. For example, inshallah, 2029 also, you see, 2029, that time 2029, I don't know where I will be by then, but if I will still be teaching, so this time called time A plus time from now plus B, this is time that I have not done. A is the time that I have done. So when I put together A plus B, how many years now? How many years to 2029, 22 to 29, how many years? 7 years. Example, 7 years. So total will be what? 30 years. So I tell people that by 2029, hey, 2029, inshallah, 2029, now I'm standing here now. Have I reached here? Not yet. But I'm looking at this place now and say, I look back. You see, I look back from that time up to that time in the future. I will have been teaching. I will have been teaching. You see, 1999 up to 2029. So I'll have been teaching now for 30 years. Even, well, so I've not used an example. Shamso Hussein here. Shamso came to Kenya in 2010. Now we are in 2022. So she has been living in Kenya. She has been living in Kenya for how many years? For 8 years. So I understand she's going to go to Malaysia, not Malaysia, Germany in 2025. So from 2022 to 2025, she'll still be in Kenya the next 3 years ahead. So how many years in total? So when she'll be going to Germany, she will have been staying. She has been staying for 8 years, plus the 3 years, which is ahead, which is 3 years in future. Total is going to be how many years? 11 years. So that time she's going to go to Germany. So now she says, hey, I'll be going to Germany in 2025. So by that time in the future, 2025, I will have been staying. I will have been staying. So now it is from 2025, and then she looks back to 2010 where she started. So this time, A plus B. Remember, A, you have stayed. B is still ahead of you. So both time combined together is going to be what we call future perfect continuous. And in my book here, in my book now, Abdurrahman was born in 2021. So 2021, she has been drinking milk up to now. And she's supposed to continue until 2024. So if you ask Abdurrahman, you like milk, eh? She says, yes, I like milk. I will drink milk up to 2024. You tell him 2024 is very far. You say, yes. So by 2024, I will have been drinking milk for 4 years. So Abdurrahman will have been drinking milk for 4 years. Yes. So 2024, Abdurrahman will have been drinking. So the child will have been drinking milk, Yes. So, and now 2024, stop now. You'll stop now that time. But that time in the future, plus the time in the past, put them together, Abdurrahman will have been drinking milk. Yeah. If you are going to your country tomorrow, so tomorrow in the morning, you say, by tomorrow morning, I will have been living in Kenya for 10 years. So that is the introduction that I wanted you to have for today.